Hi everybody. There's a lot of conversation in the health community, the nutrition community about what you can and cannot afford. Years ago, I started thinking in terms of how much nutrition I was getting per dollar rather than how much bulk of food I was going to be getting per dollar. And I did this after I used to do super couponing. So I don't know if any of you ever did that. Oh my gosh, let's talk about that for a quick second. This is back when all the coupons were on paper and you could kind of stack a manufacturer coupon with a grocery store coupon. Tell me if you ever did any of that. I mean, I did what those people on those TV shows did. I was able to get, $120 worth of groceries for 58 cents or something like that. But it was very short-lived. First of all, it was like a part-time job, putting everything together, clipping all the coupons, laying everything out on the floor. I was exhausted, sleepless. I had 2 little kids, and it was just, we were running our own business. Anyway, it took a lot of time and calculations and math for my foggy brain. And guess what? All of that was processed crap. Never ever was I able to save tons of money on, meat and vegetables, ever. And so what I was doing was spending 58 cents on a bunch of toxic crap to bring it into my house. And you know what? That's not a bargain. That's not a bargain. I didn't feel good. I felt awful. I would take my kids to school and I would have to go right back to bed. And it was desperate because I thought I was saving my family money, but I was costing my family money because I was not operating at my maximum capacity. Not to mention, my kids have never really liked junk. So while I would get Pop-Tarts and breakfast strudels and all that on those deals, most of that ended up in the trash anyway. My kids have always really wanted real food. And you know what? That is a huge blessing because they're young men now and they have very healthy athletic metabolisms and they don't want crap now. Will they sometimes eat it? Yes, but they don't want it. I'm going way off, but I guess what I'm pointing out is that what you think is a deal is not a deal. It is not a deal in any way, shape, or form. If you use these coupons and you're loading up on toxic crap and you're getting a deal, you're spending a little bit of money on a lot of crap, a lot of toxic garbage, and really no nutrition. Now, what I did was I just went to Costco and I went to Albertsons. And I did some more math than I'm used to doing or that I'm comfortable with. And what I did was I calculated some common foods and I just used protein as the determining factor. This could get very complicated very fast, and for sure how I did it has some flaws in it, for sure, 100%, but I did this to make a point. And if you have further considerations you would like to add to this conversation, I'll probably make another couple of videos about this, so please add those in the comments so that we can look further at those. But pretty much everyone agrees that we need protein. Proteins are the building blocks of life, the amino acids, all of that. So we all agree we need protein. So what I did was I went to Costco and I went to Albertsons, just a regular grocery store, and I looked at the cost of some common foods and their protein content, and I compared those. So what I did was I kind of averaged how much protein is per ounce of food, and then how much protein you can get out of that food for $1. Now, some of this, there's a bioavailability issue. So some of these, even if the protein count in the dollar of the food seems decent, you're not absorbing all of that. So I'm going to say right off the bat, the 3 meats that I chose are chuck roast, leg of lamb, and 88% ground beef, 88% lean ground beef. So those are the 3 meats that I chose. That protein is going to be 100% bioavailable. The rest of these items, I don't know how they calculate it, but I do know that it's much less bioavailable protein, even if you're getting the protein in the food. So let me go through what I found out. Here is how much protein you're going to get per dollar for the following foods. Per dollar with chuck roast, you're going to get 20.58 approximate grams of protein. For $1 worth of leg of lamb, you're going to get 17.07, give or take, grams of protein, all bioavailable. 88% ground beef. For $1 worth of 88% ground beef, you're going to get 28 grams of protein. That's fantastic. For $1 worth of broccoli, you're going to get 4 grams of protein, if you can even absorb it. For $1 worth of spinach, you're going to get about a little over 3 grams of protein. I can't digest spinach, so that 3 grams of protein is worthless to me. It just goes right into the sewer system. For the Normandy blend of vegetables, it's negligible protein. Really, none of it counts. And so that's for what $1 worth of the Normandy blend of vegetables. Really, you're not getting any protein. I looked up Ore-Ida French fries just for fun. Negligible protein per dollar in that. Don't even eat those. For oatmeal, per dollar of the big tub of oatmeal that I looked at Costco, you're going to get 5.8 grams of protein per dollar. For rice and beans, every vegan's favorite, that they say if you have them together, the rice and the beans, that makes a complete protein, supposedly. Is it bioavailable? I don't know. 15.48 grams of protein per dollar. All right, everybody thinks that's cheap bargain food, but you know what? You're getting twice that amount of protein per dollar in the 88% ground beef. I went ahead and for fun looked at the DiGiorno 3-meat pizza. Back when I was in my 20s and broke, I would go get stuff like that thinking that's what I can afford. Per dollar, 7 grams of protein in that DiGiorno 3-meat pizza. 7 grams of protein per dollar. I looked at the Boca soy burgers. I know, don't get me started. Those are so bad for you. Per dollar that you spend on the Boca burger, you're going to get 10 grams of protein. Is it bioavailable? I don't know. Is it full of plant toxins? Yes, it is. And then I looked at the store brand at Albertson's Signature Select Lasagna. Per dollar, you're going to get 6 grams of protein for that. Now, these prices change possibly depending on which area of the country that you're in. I am in Dallas, Texas, and I went to a Costco in my city, and I went to the neighborhood Albertsons in Casa Linda. If you guys live around that area, you know what I'm talking about. So, are there cheaper grocery stores? Sure. But I'm guessing you made the point, you got the point that you're getting half or less the amount of protein per dollar when you eat these other things, and then the bioavailability is another factor to consider. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope that helps. So think of how your dollars are spent in a different way, and you will. Also, you're not throwing this stuff away. Like, I can't tell you how much spinach I've thrown away, how much broccoli I've thrown away, all of that. So these fresh vegetables that you think you're eating, you're not going to throw away a can of beans or dry rice, but why eat them? That's my question. Why eat them? You're not getting any nutrients out of them. So anyway, I thought I'd do some math for you guys. I hope that helps. You all have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye-bye.